Thanks for coming to my channel. This is Midnight Moon Tarot and I'm Diana. This reading is for the astrological sign of Pisces, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, or anywhere in your birth chart that Pisces might appear. Also, if you're new to my channel, I'd like to take just a second and invite you to subscribe and click that little bell so that you're sure to be notified whenever I upload new content. And in the description box below, you'll find links to my social media, my Patreon, my PayPal, and links to some really cool things on Amazon I think you guys will like. Okay, so this reading is for mid-February 2020 to the end of February 2020. However, all tarot readings are timeless, so if you run across this video right after I upload, a week, month, or even a year from now, if you feel drawn to watch it, then most likely you will find a message for you within the reading. Also, if you feel like it doesn't resonate with you so much, keep in mind, like at the beginning of the video, I said Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, Jupiter, any of those planetary placements in your chart will have an effect on your reading and how much it will resonate with you. This is a generalized reading for the collective of Pisces. So if you know your other planetary placements, be sure to listen to your other signs so that you can receive additional messages. Okay, so we're going to go ahead and start calibrating these cards to the astrological sign of Pisces and ask our angels, guides, and ancestors. Cards aren't wanting to shuffle. Okay, and ask our angels, guides, and ancestors for any messages for Pisces that we need to know. Spirit, what love messages do you have for Pisces from mid-month to the end of the month, February 2020? Spirit, what love messages do you have for Pisces mid-month, February 2020 to the end of February 2020? Shuffle maybe one or two more times. All right. Spirit, what love messages do you have for Pisces for the month of February 2020? Okay, now I'm going to go ahead and divide these into three. Alright, and the card on the bottom of the deck is the Six of Swords. Okay, alright, Six of Swords is always about moving away from a situation, leaving something behind, just packing your things up and going, whether it's mentally, physically, to a new city, a new job, a new location, a new relationship. It's about moving on. Okay, so that card is the overall energy for your reading. And as we go through your reading, I'm going to show you how this card is going to relate to, I'm losing my voice, the other cards in your deck. Sorry. All right. Now, for those of you who are new here, I do 4 columns. All right. And the first column is for you. What you might have recently gone through, things that are currently in play, and the things that are coming towards you. Your second column is for your beloved, your intended, twin flame, soulmate, karmic partner, your divine counterpart, maybe an ex that you still feel that strong bond with, that you would love to reconcile with, or it could be somebody completely new that you just are getting to know. The third column is fears, anxieties, obstacles, challenges. And the fourth row is outcome. Now I've just laid out 8 cards in 4 rows. I'm going to do this 2 more times for a total of 24 cards. So by the time we get to the end of the reading, we generally have a pretty good little story there. All right, so it looks like you might have been having a little bit of a rough time. We have the 5 of Swords as well as the 9 of Swords. All right, also remember the overall energy for the reading was the 6 of Swords. So there's a lot of swords in play. This is a lot of air energy. Don't know if you are involved with an air sign, Aquarius, Gemini, Libra, but if you're not, it could be someone that you're involved with that has a lot of these elements in in their birth chart. Okay, so you have cried your eyes out, you have hurt, you have been through it, you guys have had jealousy, bickering, fighting, fussing, things like this, suspicions, a lot of, little sadness, because typically you as Pisces, you're a very emotional person, one of the most emotional of, in fact, I would say the most emotional of all of the zodiac signs. You tend to feel more deeply, not just for yourself, but what others are feeling too. Okay, and sometimes that kind of energy can reflect onto you, or you absorb it like an empath, and it gets your feelings confused. I'm not laughing, I'm coughing. Yeah. So you've been through just a little bit lately with whoever this person is you're dealing with. Now you've got the 8 of Wands as well as the 7 of Swords. So this is a person that may not have been as honest with you as they should have been. This is somebody that might have been maybe a liar, a manipulator, a sneaky person, somebody who likes to maybe have more than one person in play. They've got you here in their hand with these little swords, and they're always looking back at this person. And then the roles turn around, or they're the person who always are friends with their exes, or something like that. And these might not even be exes they have children or anything like that with. This could just be like kind of like how a narcissist has a lot of their exes on a shelf, like their little cheerleader team, ready and waiting to discuss whatever is going on in your relationship with them. Okay, and it's not a really great situation. This person comes at you a lot when they see that you're no longer interested, or you draw these boundaries. This is the kind of person that comes after you because they don't want to lose you. Not necessarily that they want you or that you're going to be their number one. It's just you're another one of the group. They're like you watch the show Hoarders. Yeah, well, they hoard their exes. And when one of these exes moves on or gets in another relationship, they pursue that person more and more. So every time you act as if you are moving away, or you might have a date with someone else, or you've moved on, here comes this person again back into your life. All right. So in your obstacles and challenges, we have the 7 of Cups as well as the Tower. So the Tower talks about, complete and total destruction. This relationship is completely over. You found out too many things about this person, and the relationship is totally deconstructed itself. However, that leaves you to completely rebuild your life the way that you want to, and you have so many opportunities and offers that are coming into you. You need to just chill and relax, and don't worry about so many offers that are coming in. Work on yourself just a little while. Now in your outcome, we have the 9 of Wands as well as the Ace of Cups. Okay, Pisces, well, of course, we all know that Pisces is a very loving, emotional, and affectionate sign. And you have this love right here that the universe is presenting to you, that you are presenting to the universe. You are putting it out there to the universe that you love yourself, you know your worth, you know what you have to give, you know what you're bringing to the table. You want someone that can do the same thing. However, at the same time, because you have been through so much of the lies and manipulations and fights and late nights staying up crying over these situations, you have a few little reservations there. You feel maybe like you are going to, I lost a card here. Okay. All right. You feel like, you're going to take your time. Like you want to be able to you don't want to get in the same situation again. So you want to, in spite of all these things that are being offered to you, you want to take your time about moving forward, even though you are anxious to get on with your life and to get into a situation that's much better than where you've been right now. It's a very toxic relationship, okay? Now, we're back into your column. We have the Knight of Pentacles and Judgment, okay? In your Lovers column, we have Page of Cups and the Page of Wands. All right, obstacles, challenges. We have the Ten of Pentacles as well as the Two of Pentacles. And in your outcome, we have Ten of Wands as well as the Knight of Wands. Okay. All right. Now we're in the middle of your reading. And with the Judgment card, this tells me that, you know, you're going to hear some communication from this person. They are going to ask you for a reconciliation. They're going to want to come back together with you. This is where you have to, you know, absolutely draw your boundaries and, you know, let them know there is going to be no resurrection for this relationship at all. You have hurt all that you were going to hurt, and you have argued and fussed and fought, and you know, it's tearing you apart emotionally is what's going on. So you are going to have to make the decision and, you know, let this person know that they can, you know, no matter how many times they ask, you're not going to rekindle this relationship, that there will be no resurrection. All right, so we have Page of Cups as well as the Page of Wands. All right, so now your partner is going to like tell you, oh, I love you so much. And this one's going to tell you, oh, you're so sexy and you're so beautiful. And when we were together, it was so perfect. They're going to come at you with love and sexuality in order to try to, you know, manipulate you. Right here. Right here. They know how to get to you. They know the words to say to you. They know what you want, and they use that against you. All right, so in your challenges and obstacles, we have Two of Pentacles as well as the Ten of Pentacles. So you feel as if, you know, are you ever going to find this love and peace and happiness and happily ever after? And at the same time, because you've been hurt so much, you don't want to come across as someone who is uncaring and unselfish. You don't want to find another partner that leaves you in emotional turmoil, that you see all these little ships being tossed around back here. You don't want to fall into all of that anymore. You want to, you know, have someone that can give and take, that understand you and that you understand them. And because these are in your obstacles and challenges, this tells me that, you know, the person you've been dealing with had some good qualities, but they weren't enough. It was like abuse of power kind of thing, where, you know, they could give you the love and the emotion and the sexuality, but behind your back, they're giving it to everybody else as well. It really wasn't real, okay? It was just toxic. So in your obstacles, in your outcome, here we go, we've got this Ten of Wands. So earlier you had the Nine of Wands in the same column where you were worried about it. You've learned your lessons, the lesson's complete. Now you're carrying these around with you, but it's time to put these down and present to the world again this cup of love that you have right here. Here it is. Now he's carrying it. Now you're carrying it with you, and you are making it known to the world that you are a lovely person, and that you are open to, you know, meeting new people, going new places, having this relationship that can lead to what it is you ultimately want, and just a peaceful home and a happy home. Now, if we're back to your column, and we have the Six of Wands as well as the Emperor. In your partners, we have the Three of Swords as well as the Lovers. Okay. Obstacles and challenges. Oh, sorry, I just dropped two cards here. obstacles and challenges, we have the Five of Cups as well as the Fool, and in your outcome we have the Star as well as the Two of Cups. Okay, be careful. That's all I can say. All right, so we have the Emperor as well as the Six of Wands. So I'm seeing that somebody new has come into your life or is coming into your life. This could be somebody who's had, their eye on you for a little while, been very interested, but they've seen that you've been all tangled up in this other relationship. This is someone that can offer you stability and security, wisdom. They always know what to do. They always know what to say. They are someone who is more settled. Somebody who may be a little bit older than you, somebody who has, been there and done all those things, and now they are to a point in their life where they really want the same thing that you do, which is this Ten of Pentacles. Okay, now your partner, they're still over here. Breaking your heart. You're thinking about them. This was somebody that you thought, they played you. They took advantage of your good nature. They took advantage of the fact that you're emotional and loving and affectionate. This person, remember, they're using emotions and sexuality to manipulate you. And all at the same time, they have been lying and manipulating and cheating. Third-party situations, all those things that nobody wants to go through. In your fears, anxieties, obstacles, and challenges, we have Five of Cups as well as the Fool. So see, you are mourning this Three of Cups that is spilled. A lot of times when I read this card, I mentioned that you're lucky that those cups spilled, because it could have been something very toxic or poison that was in these cups, that you're blessed. The universe came over and made sure these cups were emptied out before you had the chance to partake of whatever was in those cups. You do have two good cups that are here behind you. This means that a love is waiting on you. This means, I love this Two of Cups here, because also in your obstacles, in your outcome, you got the Two of Cups as a card, as one of your, and we'll go through that in just a minute. But it's also like a confirmation that you have this new love in with someone who is makes you feel carefree, as if you don't have these things to worry about anymore. That you feel so comfortable with this new person that is coming in, this Emperor that is presenting themselves to you, that you have, this brand new love. Now, when I was putting these cards out, the Death card did fall out between your obstacles and challenges and your outcome. Now, of course, death of a situation, you're leaving all that behind. There is no resurrection for this past love. You are moving on. You have this Six of Swords that we had at the beginning. You are moving on. You have a new love that is presenting itself to you, that makes you feel wonderful, and you have a brand new beginning. I love, love, love how this Star always manages to show up after the Tower has fallen, because it gives you that opportunity for a brand new beginning that you're going to look into and realize that it wasn't you, it was that toxic person. And that person might not have even been so bad, except for the fact that sometimes, it's like in chemistry, when you have one chemical and you have another, and both are really not that bad, but when you combine the two, it's explosive. And that's more like what this relationship feels like. But together, the two of you just didn't. Besides the fact that that person was manipulating, still talking to exes and doing things like that, you have this brand new love that is coming in. Okay. and you are willing to go ahead and take that leap of faith and jump right in and make yourself vulnerable. You haven't been hurt so much that you are unable to see a new future with someone else. And this person is going to be, you know, somebody that absolutely loves and respects you. They're your yin to your yang, or whatever, whichever way you want to say that. But this person absolutely has so much to offer you, and they respect you. This is someone who is like an anchor for you when you are tossed around in these waters back here, like these ships are being tossed around. They give you that security and make you feel more safe with this person. And Pisces, that is your reading for the last couple weeks of February 2020, and I hope you guys enjoyed that. And I will see you guys here soon for your March readings. And I just want to take a second and tell you thank you so much for all of your subscribes, likes, comments, shares, as well as all your very generous donations. I just want to take a second and tell you all thank you so very much for that, and I appreciate it, and it enables me to keep making these videos and to continue to build this community here on YouTube. All right, guys, love you. Bye-bye.